Electrum.
Okay, here's a look at another old masterpiece figure. This is Beachcomer by X-Transbots. I really need to finish this series. So first, let's compare this with the animation model. And you could see that they did a nice job capturing some toon aesthetics. I can go over like all of the details, you know, like the little square on his thigh, the little angled shape of the lower legs, the circle on his hips, the little detail on his abs there. They even put the little triangles on his forearms. It's not in the right place though. You know, the little gray rectangles on his shoulders, his chest design. I mean, I can go on and on. So they did a nice job capturing some of the toon aesthetics, but this is an older masterpiece figure, so you see that they have all these other extra details here, like the headlights here, and this really difficult piece here transforming the bumper. But yeah, I just wanted to point out, you know, just some of the features that you get with the old masterpiece figures. And for its time, when this first came out, I know a lot of people really liked this figure, and I was one of them too, you know, because obviously this was the only masterpiece figure of Beachcomer that we got. And yeah, they did a nice job. But like X-Transbots other figures, the engineering design for the transformation and all that, like particularly the back right here, is yeah, not really fun. And then down here too. But I will say this is for an old figure, this one at least doesn't have as many of the breakage issues like some of their other figures. It's just really difficult manipulating this figure to transform. But anyways, that's a look at Beachcomer, and let's just go over some of the accessories, because we know X-Transbots always does a really nice job with a lot of these accessories. So first of all, these are really cool. These little birds from that episode, you could see they gave you 3 of them. So these are really nice. And just to show you how they work, you can tab it on his shoulder here on either side. So I'll put one there, I'll put the white one on the other side. You could see this is really cool. And I'm actually having some difficulty transforming this back into alt mode because yeah, these features look really nice in robot mode, and it is a little difficult trying to get these to go in. And then this one, you fold up his hand and you can put him in there like he's holding them. It doesn't really secure all that well, so it just kind of sits in that slot by gravity. So you could see what this looks like. This is really cool. So those are some of the accessories that you get, and then they always give you the alternate face. I don't know if I can show you that. So he doesn't have a face, but he has a mask. So this is kind of like the toy version, if that's your thing. That's not my thing. And they did, this was really cool. They give you a gold hand for that scene, you know, where he put his hand in there. So yeah, that's an option. And I will point out, I tried to switch this out. It's basically just a mushroom tab, but they didn't do a really good job executing it because yeah, this is not easy to get this out, and I don't want to do anything to break it. So just pointing out the issues here. They didn't do a good job executing the tolerance here. Maybe it would have been better just to kind of like have it tab in like Magic Square and New Age does. But you get that. That's a really cool feature. And you do get a gun, which I think this one's designed more kind of like a realistic for the alt mode with the little handles there. Someone could hold it. Yeah, because I don't think this is actually his gun from the cartoon episode, but you could see what this looks like. This looks really nice. So anyways, those are all the accessories, and I'll just go over this really quick. This is not a review of the figure, but you know, their instructions. This is the old masterpiece, so this was before they started giving us the nice booklet, and I'm sure you already know how much I hate these opened up sheets, but yeah, their instructions look nice. It's just they're not numbered. I'll just point that out, but you could see nice color call outs and stuff. So yeah, there's the instructions, and then there's an addendum here, just the difficulty transforming the back piece here. I mean, this their engineering for the transformation, it's just, after all these decades, they still need to work on, remember this, keeping it simple. That's a product design. One of the main emphasis is to keep things simple, and I think that's why they run into so many problems, because they don't really do a good job keeping it simple. But that's a look at Beachcomer, and for comparisons, let's bring out Fans Toys. And first of all, you could see Fans Toys is obviously bigger, so he scales much better with the other masterpiece figures. That's why this is like now the old masterpiece. And you could see this one's more tune accurate, and actually this kind of looks plain and simple when you compare it to this one. This one's not tune accurate, but you could see it has all these nice detail, which, like I said many times, I do like it. It's just my preference is, you know, the tune aesthetics. But when I'm looking at this, for some reason, I think this is a good example where, yeah, you can overdo the tune aesthetics too much. I mean, this looks like it needs some detail, kind of like X-Transbots. So yeah, there's the little downside of the tune aesthetics. I guess it depends on the character. Yeah, just white and blue, that's not enough colors there. And then but the difference, you know, you could see Fans Toys, they did not give you a alternate hand like X-Transbots did. So I think there's a plus here and a minus here, because that's obviously you know, a feature, an accessory that I think we should get. But with Fans Toys, they did try to solve this problem here, which is really the character designer's fault, because this is really hard to fix. But you could see in robot mode he's supposed to be blue, but in alt mode, you know, he should have the silver hood here. And Fans Toys did a nice job giving you the option. You can have separate for, you know, each leg, or one piece right here. I think this one works nice. And then Fans Toys, they did give you 3 alternate heads, but there is no toy version head. So all of these have the face mask. So you could see, I guess he has an open mouth, and then he has a closed mouth. I don't know what's the difference here with this one. And then this one's cool. The visors kind of like doing that thing, and I don't know, in the cartoon. So I think that's nice. So these are nice features, but I'll tell you, I think X-Transbots did a much better job. I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, I mean, they need to really make sense. So these obviously make sense. The gold hand obviously makes sense. And then for those G1 fans, I guess the alternate G1 toy head's nice. And then I don't know what to say about this gun. This gun is actually more tune accurate. So there's just the difference pointing out between the two. But you know me, I'm all about the toon aesthetic, so this is now going into my official masterpiece collection. And because this is an older masterpiece figure, as much as I do like the way the alt mode looks, especially where you could use the features that it comes with or accessories that it comes with, it's kind of hard to just transform into alt mode and leave them in alt mode. But just wanted to just point out just, you know, all the things I wanted to say about the figure. But like I said, in terms of transforming it, yeah, this is not fun. But you know, I'll say you compare it with all of the others, like their Wind Charger or Wheelie, you know, I mean, this is, it's just yeah, there's a lot of steps. And like I said, I'm gonna keep saying about X-Transbots, they need to focus on keeping their designs very simple. That's why there's so many issues here. There's too many parts, there's too many parts to manipulate, and a lot of things they do don't make sense, like these heels. Those are his heels. There's no other reason for that. And then this, I mean, I can go on and on, but I'm just telling you the engineering design, the transformation, this is not done too well. But in robot mode, you could see for old masterpiece figure, this looks really, really nice. So now let's transform him into his alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at the alt mode, and first, as always, let's compare this with the animation model. And you could see that yeah, it's pretty close. It's not meant to be very toon accurate, but you could see, you know, they did a nice job with like the headlights there. They added their own little realistic style with the front bumper here, the engine here with the two, I don't know, circular things. I don't know what those are, but you could see, yeah, it's done pretty nice. And the back, yeah, it's this is more realistic, and you know, that one's more toon accurate. But you can see overall this is done really nice. So let's zoom in, take a close-up look. This is what makes the figure really cool. I mean, you could see all the nicely sculpted detail, the engine, little accent there of the red, the little lights here on the back. There is the steering wheel that kind of tucked down there. Just little nitpicky things. I don't like how they didn't really match the color blue here, you could see. And in terms of transforming this, I'll just keep it simple. This is not fun transforming, and it's really frustrating because as I'm manipulating all the parts, I can clearly see how this is not designed very well in terms of the engineering for the transformation. Trying to get things to tab in, stay tabbed in, getting them in place is really difficult. I'll just leave it at that. And for comparison, here is Fans Toys, and you could see Fans Toys is obviously much more toon accurate, and you know, even in this mode I still have that same feeling. Even though I really like the toon accuracy, it's just this one, it's just really missing something. I think it's basically because it's just two colors, the blue and the white, maybe a little bit of gray. But yeah, X-Transbots, you know, with all the extra detail that makes this look more realistic, this actually looks better. But this one is actually engineering design for transformation is obviously much better. But there are some little difficulties, like, you know, trying to manipulate the parts to come out of the legs and stuff like that. But it's definitely not as complicated as X-Transbots. So, you know, it's a little easier to work with. But I'm just pointing out there's still some difficulty transforming it, just not as bad as X-Transbots. But you could see the comparisons between the two here, and I think this is where this piece goes in. I think if you want just to give it more realistic, I think you could put it here. It's just, you could see it's just like transforming it. It's not very easy to get things in there. So yeah, you're gonna have, that's why it gets frustrating trying to get things to go in and stuff. But yeah, eventually you could do something like that that just adds a little more cool accents and stuff. It would have been nice if you could have put the birds on here somehow, but you can't do that. But that's a look at X-Transbots. And something else I'll just point out, he's obviously missing the Autobot symbol, which is kind of hard unless you paint this silver, or unless they added more parts where you can kind of flip this over to be silver and then have the Autobot symbol. But you know, like I said, that's a character design issue here. It's just hard for any designers to try to figure out a solution to that. But X-Transbots, I mean Fans Toys, did a really nice job. So that's it. That's a look at the old masterpiece figure Beachcomer by X-Transbots, and this is now going to stay in alt mode.
It's paradise. Well, let's see if I can learn your language. How do I say, it's a beautiful day? Oh, I guess I said something wrong.